forms the opposite end of the bolt. A tool called the pointer shapes the bottom of each bolt, creating what's called the chamfer, the part the nut catches onto. Here's the bolt before and after the chamfer. The bolt needs threads to enable the nut to screw onto it. Once again, they use the cold forging method. High-pressure rollers press in the thread pattern, as we see here in slow motion. This is the actual speed, up to 300 volts per minute. During each production run, they take several samples to verify dimensions. They use various measuring devices, a micrometer to check the bolt's length, calipers to measure the width of the head, and a ring gauge to check the threads. To make the nuts, they use a process called hot forging. They cut steel bars into small pieces known as slugs, then heat them to 1200 degrees Celsius to make them malleable. As we see here in slow motion, hydraulic hammers punch the slugs into hexagons, while a die pierces the hole. Then a tool called a tapper drives into the hole to cut the threads. That black liquid is a lubricant oil to minimize the wear and tear on the tappers. The nuts and bolts now go into an oven at 870 degrees Celsius for about an hour. This gives them the required strength. Then a rapid cooling in oil for 5 minutes solidifies the steel's internal structure. By now, the steel is hard but brittle, so they heat the nuts and bolts for another hour. This removes their brittleness, yet maintains their strength. The quality control team pulls samples off the line, measuring how much force it takes to break them. If a bolt meets its minimum strength requirement, it passes inspection, provided the break occurred in the threading, the weakest part. Finally, packaging, labeled among other things by size and grade. Nuts and bolts are made.
Okay, now let's back to our live streaming.
Okay, Tessie, I think many customers will know the production process of the bolts and nuts with video.
Yes, I think so. It's very clearly.
Okay, and then you can see we have some samples on the table. Please introduce to us.
Yes, okay, no problem. Now let's introduce our samples to our customer. First, let's watch these samples. We call it hexagonal balls. That's because the head size is hexagonal, so we call it hexagonal balls. And also we have these products of the nuts. We also call it hexagonal nuts, also because the shape is hexagonal. Yeah.
Okay.
And also today we have two types of washers, like this one, we call it plain washer, and also this one is the spring lock washer, and also we call it a pressure washer.
Okay. These bolts, nuts, and the washers are standard parts.
Yes, for the bolts and nuts are mainly divided into two types, the standard parts and the non-standard parts. And for the standard parts, our customer need to provide just like the standard, and the strings grade, material, and also the specifications and the surface treatment and the packing, then we can quote price. And for the non-special standard parts, except for the mentioned item like as of now, also our customer need to provide the data drawings is more better.
Okay. And what's the common international standard?
Yeah, there are many different standards in the world. Yeah, like the DIN, it's the Germany standard, and the ANSI. ANSI is the American standard, and also GB. Yeah, GB is our Chinese standard. Also, we have GIS is Japanese standard. Yeah, there are many different standards, and the most popular one is the DIN and also the American standard.
And about the materials, what's the material of the bolts?
Yeah, the materials is mainly referred to our customers' different application. And the different most common listed this one is carbon steels. Also, we have the copper, stainless, aluminum, and so on, and many different materials. And for the carbon steel, is the most common one. And the carbon steel are mainly divided into 4 types, like the low carbon steel, medium carbon steel, high carbon steel, and alloy steel. And for this one, is different type of material. This one is stainless type. And for this type, it's the most popular one is like this one is 316, and also the SS304 is the most popular material for the stainless.
Okay, I see. There is so many different kinds of materials.
Yes.
And how can our customers clearly express the specifications?
Now let's look at these samples.
Okay.
Now for this samples is written by our guest. It's M4-0.7 by 8. Now let's introduce the specifications from these samples. We can see here. And the 4 means that the outside diameter of the balls is 4 millimeter. And 0.7 means the threaded pitch is 0.7 millimeter. And also the 8 means that the body length is 8 millimeter. I think now our customer is very clear for the specifications.
Clear about that. And I heard that there are many different grades in one standard. How can we distinguish their grades?
For the strength gradient, normally for the balls, you can see here these balls. We will mark the strength grade on the ball's head. And for this type, it's 8.8. This 8.8 is for this ball's grade. And refer to our customers' different application. The balls have many different kinds of strength grade, like the carbon steel, like the 4.8, 5.8, and also we have the 6.8, and like this one, 8.8. We also have the 10.9 and 12.9. And for the NARS are corresponding like the same like the grade 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. And generally for the balls below the 8.8 level, we call it for the common balls. And the balls and above that, higher the 8.8 grade like the 10.9, 12.9, and of course including the 8.8 grade, we call it high strength balls. For the high strength balls, we do the manufacturing process have a little different, and we will add the heat treated and oil or water quenched.
Okay, more better quality. And we can see we have some samples on the table. Their surface color are different. What's the difference of the surface treatment?
Now let's introduce our different surface treatment to our customer. Maybe we are close to the camera is more better. Okay, now let's introduce for this one firstly. We can see here. This is the first kind of the surface treatment. We call it zinc plated. And for the zinc plated one, you can take it. You can see the zinc plated one. For this, we call it white zinc plated. Zinc plated one, the surface is very shining. Shiny and smooth and very good, beautiful surface. And compare it together with this one. This one actually is different for this type. This one we compare together, we can see this type have a little blue. For this type, we call it blue-white zinc plated. And for the zinc plated one, we also have different type. For this type also the zinc plated type, but it's different color. You can see.
Yellow color.
Yes, we call it the yellow zinc plated. Also the zinc plated one. Also we have this type, and we can compare with the zinc plated one as easy for our customer to check the difference. And for this type is. It's just we call it plain surface. The plain surface means that we didn't do any surface treatment. It's just to oil to anti-rust, no any other surface treatment. So it's different. And okay, now let's compare with this one. This type also is different. It's black, and we call it black oxidation. And for this type, the black and the white zinc plated, these two type is the most popular for our customer. And also we have this type.
This one.
Now let's compare them. For this one, on the Rita's hand, this is zinc plated, and for this one on my hand is surface treatment is a hot dip galvanized. And for the hot dip galvanized surface treatment, you can see it's very different compared with the zinc plated one. The hot dip galvanized color have little matte,
Yeah.
but the zinc plated surface is very shining and smooth and more beautiful. Yeah. And for this one, this we call it the hot dip galvanized. And for the hot dip galvanized type, although its surface is not very good, but it have very good rust resistance.
Okay.
Yeah, it can get to more than 300 hours. The south spray test. It's very higher zinc coating on it, so it's very good for the anti-rust.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one have more good quality.
Yeah, and also can compare together with this type.
Okay.
And then this type is also the different material as the stainless material for the S316 material. And for this type, stainless is also didn't do any other surface treatment. Yeah, but we can compare it together. For the carbon steel, for this type is also didn't do any other treatment. These two types both no other surface treatment, but surface is different because the material. Yeah, this one have little black. It's because this is a carbon steel. Yeah, carbon steel. And for this one, the surface is different colored material as the stainless. So the raw material is different, so their color is different.
Okay.
Yeah. I think maybe now our customer will know more about our surface treatment. They are very different.
Yeah. Different surface treatment. And then let's move to the next product, the washer. We can see you have two washers here. They looks like different. What's the difference between them? Please show us about it.
Yeah. We can see these two kinds of the washers is all the mainly washers. Like this one we call it the plain washer, and also this one we call it the spring lock washer.
Okay.
Now let's introduce them. They're different. And first, let's introduce the useful of the plain washer.
Okay.
And for the plain washer, we can see here. The middle of the plain washer, we will like this one. The plain washer is just placed between the bolts and the nuts, which it will increasing the surface area of the connected parts and reducing the pressure per unit area, and then it can protecting the surface area from being damaged. This is the main job of the plain washer. And also like this one, this is the spring lock washer, and for this one, the application is different. It can protect the nut from loosen. So it's two types, it's different applications and useful.
Okay, different types for different tools.
Yeah.
Okay, I know about it. And then the last question, let's see, about the fastener products, what's the common packing?
Yeah, for the bolts and nuts and washers, normally packing, we can do the packing from our customers' request. And just the most popular packing that for our customer is the 25 kilograms or the 20 kilograms carton and with pallet. Yeah. Just like we show on the inspection report. Yeah. And also there are many customers, they want a small packing, like this one, like the 1 kg per box or 1 kg per bag or 1,000 pieces or 100 pieces. But yeah, they can choose different small packings. Yeah, it's no problem for us. Now we can show our small packing like this one. You can see this is our brand, our company's brand of AYA brand. Okay, it's our own brand. And this card, a small box is our print, our label. And also this is a different small box. Also this AYA labels is a plastic box. Yeah. And also we can do many different kinds of the packings and can from our customers' request, and it's totally is no problem. So it's need our customer to show and also provide the details of the packing to us to quote the price.
Okay, very good. And can we print the customer's logo or brand?
Yeah, of course. Except our own logos, and also we can print our customers' logos on our box. It's mainly to refer to our customers' application and our customers' request.
Okay, very good. Tessie, thank you for the detailed introduction.
Yeah.
Okay, then the product introduction is finished. Let's move to the next part. It's most of interest to our customer.
Yeah.
The flash sale activity.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's the flash sale activities on the fastener products today?
Okay, today in our live streaming, our customer for the bolts and nuts and the washers, both totally our customer can get 3% discount.
Okay, 3% discount for all the fastener products.
Yes, 3% discount for all products like the bolts, nuts, and the washer.
Okay, it's a really big support given to our customer on the content fair.
Yes, if you are interested on our fasteners, bolts, nuts, and washer, please leave your message and our customer service will contact you soon.
Okay, if you want to book order, please contact our customer service. We'll reply you as soon as possible.
Yes, please take this chance to contact. It's really a big support in our online content fair. So please take this chance.
Okay, grasp for this chance to contact. Okay, then Tessie, until now, our product introduction, the flash sale activities are finished.
Yes, thanks for watching our live streaming.
Okay, thanks for all support. And now we can see many customers are contacting us.
If you have any other questions, please initiate one-to-one meeting. We are waiting for you.
Welcome to join Hebei Sino Style live streaming at the chime time 22 o'clock tomorrow. Tomorrow, we also have many flash sale activities on fasteners. You can scan our WeChat QR code. We'll answer any question for you immediately.
Friends who not caught up with our live streaming, please reverse back and watch our reply. Okay. Thanks for everyone. Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow.